Some stories in the world never fade with time. Instead, they return again and again, taking a new form in every era. This story also revolves around such a mystery, a secret that people have searched for over centuries. Many set out to find it. Very few ever came close, and those who did never returned. Our story begins with a scene that takes the viewer's breath away. A young man named Nathan is hanging from an airplane thousands of feet above the ground. Below him is nothing but empty sky. Above him, his fingers are slowly losing strength. Gunshots echo behind him, and there are people who want him dead, at any cost. At that very moment, a question is born. How did Nathan end up here? The answer takes us 15 years into the past. At that time, Nathan is an orphan, living in a correctional institution, with his older brother Sam. Sam is not just his brother. He is his only support. One night, the two brothers break into a museum, where an object is kept that ordinary people see as nothing more than old paper. But in reality, it is one of the most dangerous secrets in the world. It is an ancient map, created by legendary pirates, who once ruled the seas. These pirates looted trading ships, gathered gold, silver, and priceless artifacts, and hid everything in a place believed to be impossible to reach. Sam tells Nathan that a famous pirate named Magellan came very close to this treasure, but then suddenly disappeared. No evidence, no body, just a name buried in history. The moment Sam touches the map, the museum's alarm blares loudly. Within seconds, security arrives, and both brothers are caught. But because they are orphans, they are spared severe punishment, released with only a final warning. That same night, Sam tells Nathan that he is leaving to search for the treasure. He believes it can change their destiny. Before leaving, he gives Nathan a locket and a piece of paper, and says, "Never forget who you are." When Nathan looks at the paper, it appears completely blank. But when he lights the lighter, words slowly appear in the glow of the flame. "Don't forget who you are." That is the moment Nathan realizes his life will never be ordinary. 15 years pass. Nathan is now grown up. By day, he works at a regular bar, but his hands still carry the same skill Sam once taught him. While casually talking, he steals valuable items, without anyone noticing. One night, he meets a stranger named Victor Sullivan. Victor is a seasoned thief and adventurer. He steals Nathan's bracelet and leaves his card behind. When Nathan arrives at Victor's address, he freezes in place. Victor's home is nothing less than a museum. Ancient artifacts line the walls, and among them, the same map Nathan saw as a child. Victor tells him that he once worked with Sam. Together, they searched for the treasure. But one day, Sam disappeared, leaving Victor's dream unfinished. Victor makes Nathan an offer. If Nathan helps him find the treasure, he will tell him the truth about Sam. From this moment on, Nathan's life changes forever. According to the map, 2 special keys are required to reach the treasure. One of them is placed in a high-profile auction, nearly impossible to enter. Disguised as wealthy elites, they infiltrate the auction and cleverly replace the real artifact with a fake key. The journey then takes them to Europe, where they meet Anna, the woman who possesses the second key. Anna is used to working alone and trusts no one easily, but circumstances force her to team up with Nathan and Victor. Churches, secret tunnels, ancient symbols, flooding chambers, and death lurking at every step. This journey is not just about treasure, but about survival. Eventually, they reach a hidden basement, filled with hundreds of crates. When opened, they find nothing but salt inside. But Nathan knows the real secret lies here. Beneath the salt, they discover the true map, hidden centuries ago by the pirates. And then, everything changes. Anna, whom they trusted, aims her gun at Nathan and escapes with the map. A betrayal no one was prepared for. Later, Nathan learns the truth. His brother Sam was actually killed, and behind it all was a powerful man named Moncada. The final chapter unfolds on a deserted island, where 2 massive pirate ships stand filled with gold, helicopters, gunfire, ships swinging in midair, the most dangerous battle of their lives. In the end, the treasure sinks into the ocean. Nathan does not walk away with gold, but he gains something far more valuable, the fulfillment of his brother's dream, and a true companion. The story ends here, but it leaves behind one question. Is the real treasure gold, or the journey that leads us back to ourselves? When Nathan accepted Victor's offer, he had no idea that he wasn't just stepping into a hunt for treasure, but moving toward the greatest truth of his life. The two arrive at an old warehouse, where maps and handwritten notes cover the walls, silent proof of an obsession that has consumed years. Victor explains that this treasure is no ordinary fortune. It belonged to pirates who didn't just steal gold, but collected objects powerful enough to change history itself. As Nathan studies the map closely, he notices markings that an ordinary eye would miss. The patterns remind him of Sam, the same method, the same way of thinking. His brother once taught him. That is when Nathan becomes certain Sam was truly close to the treasure. Their next destination is an ancient city, its stone streets holding centuries of silence within them. At night, when the city sleeps, they enter an old church. Inside the church, with every step, the air grows heavier. The symbols carved into the walls feel as if they are about to speak. Nathan rotates one of the markings, and the ground slowly begins to shift. A hidden passage opens beneath them, as if it has been waiting for centuries, for someone to finally arrive. Inside the tunnel, the sound of dripping water syncs with the beating of their hearts. Danger lurks at every turn, and there is no room for a single mistake. It is within this tunnel that they encounter Anna. She does not seem like an enemy, nor entirely like an ally. In her eyes is a spark, seen only in those who know how to live with secrets. She reveals that her family has guarded this treasure for generations. But over time, everything fell apart. The three form a temporary alliance, knowing that no one can survive this path alone. As they move forward, the journey grows more dangerous. Sometimes the ceiling collapses, sometimes water rushes in, and sometimes darkness swallows everything whole. In those moments, Nathan hears Sam's voice again and again, as if whispering, "Don't stop." At last they reach a massive chamber, filled with hundreds of stone chests. Each chest bears a symbol, each one promising hope and disappointment. When the first chest opens, it contains only salt. The second, the third, all the same. Despair begins to spread, but Nathan remains silent. He knows pirates never left the truth. In plain sight, he pushes the salt aside, and beneath it, another symbol emerges. This is the real path. But in that moment, the silence shatters. Anna draws her gun. Her voice is cold. Her eyes show no hesitation. She takes the map and says, "Getting this far was enough. I'll take it from here." The betrayal strikes Nathan to his core. But there is no time to respond. The game has changed. As soon as Anna leaves, an eerie silence spreads through the underground chamber. The kind of silence, more terrifying than a scream. Victor leans against the wall. Anger and disappointment, both written across his face. He had known this outcome was possible, yet betrayal always cuts deep. Nathan remains silent. His eyes stay fixed on the path Anna disappeared through. She didn't just take the map. She took another truth with her. Moments later, Nathan pulls himself together. He knows this is not the time to stop. If he stops now, every sacrifice Sam made will be wasted. Victor pulls out an old piece of paper. It's written in Sam's handwriting. He explains that they found it on a dead merchant who worked for Montague. This is the first time Nathan hears the name Montague, a man who lives in the shadows, yet whose reach extends everywhere. They leave the city behind. Their next stop is a coastal region, where time seems to have frozen. Old ships, abandoned warehouses, and the smell of salt hanging in the air. It is here that Nathan finds another clue. Sam had drawn a special symbol along the edge of the map, a sign only Nathan could understand. The meaning is simple. The truth is always inverted. This clue leads them to an old library, where books hide, not just stories, but secret passageways. At night, when the library is closed, the two sneak inside. The wooden stairs creak with every step, as if warning them. The moment one book is pulled free, the wall slides back. Inside is a narrow passage, leading toward the sea. Along the way, they find ancient pirate weapons, and even a few skeletons, proof of how old and deadly this game truly is. It is here that Victor reveals the truth. He says that in Sam's final moments, he spoke only of Nathan. He wanted Nathan to finish the mission. Those words steady Nathan's steps. This is no longer just about treasure. It has become a promise. At the shoreline, an old ship waits for them. They know the true final phase is about to begin. Far in the distance, storm clouds begin to gather, and in Nathan's heart, a strange feeling takes shape, as if someone is waiting for them. That night, the sea was unnaturally calm, as if it were holding its breath. Before the storm, Nathan and Victor board the old ship in silence. The wooden planks groan under their weight, as though they already know they are about to witness something fateful. The ship slowly pulls away from the shore. The salty air strikes Nathan's face, and memories from childhood begin to surface in his mind. Sam's voice, his laughter, and the promise that was never fulfilled. Below deck, Victor spreads out the old maps. He explains that Montague's men have been spotted in this area for several days now. The meaning is clear. They are dangerously close. The night grows darker, and heavy clouds begin gathering in the sky. Lightning flashes in the distance, announcing the danger to come. Suddenly, a shadow appears on the radar. Not one, not two, but several boats are chasing them. Victor pushes the engine to its limit, but the old ship can't go any faster. The waves grow stronger, and rain begins to pour in heavy drops. A loud explosion echoes. A bullet slices past the ship. There is no doubt now. These are Montague's men. For the first time, Nathan is running for his life. In the open sea, slippery decks, darkness, water everywhere. But his feet refuse to stop. The storm hits with full force. Waves hurl the ship upward, then slam it back down. In the chaos, another boat crashes into them. Nathan is thrown into the air and grabs onto a rope. Below him lies nothing but the deep sea, and above, screaming wind. Victor tries to pull him up, but another explosion tears them apart. Smoke, noise, and screams collide, and Nathan falls into the ocean. The freezing water grips his body. His breath begins to fail, darkness closing in on his vision. In that moment, Sam's words return to him. If you start to drown, don't look down. With every ounce of strength, Nathan fights toward the surface. When he finally breathes, he finds himself clinging to the wreckage of a broken boat. Far away, the sounds of engines fade. The storm slowly dies down, but Nathan is left alone. In the light of morning, he wakes to find himself on an unfamiliar shore. Scattered pieces of wood on the sand, and beyond them, a dense line of jungle. This is the island that only existed in legends, and Nathan knows the real test has only just begun. As the soft light of morning falls across Nathan's eyes, he slowly regains consciousness. His head throbs, his body feels heavy, and his clothes are soaked with salty seawater. He finds himself half lying on the sand. For a few moments, he can't even understand where he is. Then the sound of the sea and the sight of broken planks bring everything rushing back. He is alone. No Victor, no ship, no voices. Nathan tries to stand. His legs stumble, but he steadies himself. He knows that if he gives up now, there will be no escape from this place. The island is silent, but it is not a comforting silence. From behind the trees, there's a sense of movement, as if something is watching. Nathan walks along the shoreline. In the sand, he notices old markings. They are not ordinary footprints. They are the impressions of heavy boots. The meaning is clear. He is not the first to arrive here. Moving toward the jungle, he spots a broken wall. A symbol carved into the stone makes his heart race. It is the same mark he once saw in Sam's papers. Nathan realizes he is in the right place. Inside the jungle, the air is thick and damp. With every step, the ground feels like it's sinking beneath him. The birds suddenly fall silent, and that silence feels more dangerous than anything else. After a while, he reaches an open clearing. Scattered across it are the remains of an old pirate ship. The wood has rotted away, but the shapes are still recognizable. Nathan walks among the wreckage, wondering how many people made it this far, and how many never made it beyond this point. Inside a broken chest, he finds an old coin. This is no ordinary coin. It bears the same symbol as the one on the map. It feels like a message, as if the pirates themselves are saying, if you've made it this far, going back will not be easy. At that moment, he hears footsteps. In the distance, Nathan immediately hides. From between the trees, armed men begin to emerge. From their voices, it becomes clear. They are Montague's men. They are sweeping the island, and in their hands are the same maps Sam once created. For the first time, Nathan understands that this is no longer just a treasure hunt. It is a race where losing doesn't mean turning back, but being erased. Silently, he moves in the opposite direction, repeating one thought in his mind. Sam was here, and I'm not turning back either. Somewhere deep within the island, the true secret is waiting for him.